Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 26th, as that is Drug Take Back Day here in West Bloomfield, where you and fellow residents can safely remove potential harmful substances from your homes in a proper manner. Joining us now on the Splash Live to tell us more is Officer Zena Dailey with the West Bloomfield Police Department. Zena, good morning.
Good morning, Jake. How are you?
Really good. Always a pleasure to have you on the show with us. Can you explain what National Drug Take Back Day is and why it's so important for communities like West Bloomfield?
The DEA holds this National Take Back Day twice a year. It's usually in April. This year is April 26th from 10 to 2 p.m. and again in October. This is basically because we want to be able to get pills out of people's homes that they no longer use or they've expired, they just don't need, and keep them out of the hands of the children or people that just don't need them or people that abuse them.
That's right. It's a proper way to help get rid of those medications that are just taking up clutter in your medicine cabinets and that you don't really want lying around. You don't want people taking a hold of them and doing something with them that could be potentially very harmful. So what types of medications can be dropped off during the event? And are there any restrictions residents should be made aware of?
Well, we take everything except for liquids and syringes. We do not accept those. And not only do we do this here with the DEA twice a year, but at our police department, and I believe Orchard Lake as well, and there's many other departments that have collection sites. You can bring them any day of the year, anytime. We have a drop box in our lobby, and you can dispose of all of your medication there. Again, same thing, no liquids and no syringes. There's also boxes, I believe, at CVS and Walgreens locations near their pharmacies where you can dispose of the medications.
Awesome. Lots of great ways for everybody to properly dispose of those medications. And what role would you say does the West Bloomfield Police Department play in coordinating and overseeing this initiative?
Well, we have an officer that works with the DEA task force, so he's a part of that. And like I said, we not only, even if he wasn't in that unit, we have worked with them for years where we are a collection site. And across the state, there's actually 272 agencies that participate in this National Take Back Day, and with 201 actual collection locations. And I will tell you, for last year in October, they accumulated for both the April and October collection days, they had 314 tons collected.
Oh, wow.
So again, keeping, it's just a convenient way, even though we do take it all year round, it's just a convenient way. It's, it's more advertised so people are aware that it's there. But I mean, it's definitely worthwhile. If you have that extra medication lying around, you don't want it, you don't know what to do with it, you don't want to flush it, it's just a safe way to get rid of it.
Wow, over 300 tons of these medications. That's truly something that showcases just how impactful something like this is. And how has participation in previous drug take-back days impacted public safety and awareness in the West Bloomfield community?
Oh, I mean, think about it. If we're collecting 300 and 14 tons of medication just in the state, like imagine just West Bloomfield. And you don't even have to live in West Bloomfield to dispose of it. Really, it's anyone from any community can come here and dispose, and any collection site. If any other departments they have it, which there are others that do collect all year round, it's just a safe way to get rid of it. You're keeping it out of the hands of the kids, and you'll hear a lot from the Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition organization, where they're constantly trying to advertise, hey, let's get rid of the medication. Let's keep it out of the hands of the children. We don't want them in our schools. We don't want kids getting them and selling them. So it's just a safe way to do it. And we're all about trying to get them out of the schools and out of the hands of kids, and not just the kids, but just users that don't, need to stay away from these medications.
And this is a very important way to help make sure that these drugs do stay out of kids' hands. For those just joining us right now on the Splash Live, we have police officer with the West Bloomfield Police Department, Zena Dailey, joining us right now on the Splash to talk about the upcoming Drug Take Back Day that's going to be taking place right here in West Bloomfield on Saturday, April 26th. Now, how does safely disposing of medications help prevent misuse, especially among teens and young adults?
Well, obviously, for keeping around the house, it's easy to get to. You go to the medicine cabinet, you have friends that come over, your kids go to other people's homes, they check the medicine cabinets, and they have easy access to it.
That's right. Lots of easy access in ways people might not realize. Like, even
Right.
if you think you have them tucked away in a very safe spot, kids could snoop around. They could look in
And
places
they
you might.
do. Yeah.
They absolutely do. They could look in places you don't expect them to, and then they could end up with something they should not be having. So why is it important to educate the public not only about prescription drug misuse, but also about environmental impacts of improper disposal?
Well, because exactly what you said, right? You don't want to flush it down the toilet, and now it's in
Right.
our waters. It's in our earth, right? So we want to make sure that we're taking care of it safely.
That's right. All very important things to keep in mind. And what advice, Zena, do you have for families who may have unused or expired medications at home, but aren't sure what to do with them year round?
Well, like I said, we have a box in our lobby 24 hours a day, all year round. Come by, drop it off. We have our public service aides at the front desk. They will help you if there's something that you're not sure if you can dispose of or not. Like I said, no liquids, no syringes. They'll take the bag from you, or you could throw it right into the box yourself. And I also want to add that the Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition also did receive these from Oakland County. There are these lock boxes that are meant to store your medication. If you do have medication that you're keeping, because you need them, obviously, but you want to find a safe way to store them, they have these convenient lock boxes. They are free, and we have them at the police department to pick up if you would like. They're pretty good size, and they have a lock where you can see right here. And not only that, but they also have lock bags. So you can come by and grab one of each or one or the other. It's up to you. But these are for medications that you do need at home, but you want to be able to make sure your kids don't get to it or no one else gets to it that's not supposed to.
That's right. Those are great resources to hang on to those medications that are very important, that you don't want to end up in the hands of someone who doesn't need them.
Right.
And with things like this, the Drug Take Back event in West Bloomfield, how can residents continue supporting drug safety initiatives beyond just this event?
By talking about it and letting other people know. Word of mouth is always the best. You know someone that does have medication they need to get rid of, and they are holding on to it, not aware of that we have these boxes. Educate them, let them know that they can bring it here. They can drop it off anytime they want, not just on the National DEA Take Back Day.
All great information. Zena, I got one more quick question for you before we let you go. Where can people in Greater West Bloomfield and beyond go to learn a little bit more information about the Drug Take Back Day, should they have some more questions?
You can go on our Facebook or Instagram pages. We'll have information on that, as well as the Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition page. They have it advertised as well.
All great ways to stay informed and to stay up to date on this great resource to help get rid of those drugs and expired drugs in your household.
Right.
Zena, thank you so much for joining us today
Thank you.
here on The Splash Live.
Have a great day.